WQAD News 8 at 5 starts now.
Good evening. I'm Linda Swinford.
And I'm John Diaz. Thanks for joining us at 5. Concerns over the monkeypox outbreak continue. More than 1,000 cases have been reported in Illinois alone, and a local organization is helping prevent the spread. News 8's Cesar Sanchez takes a look at what the organization is doing to help the community.
Hi, this is Ruby.
The preparation of tackling a new virus.
Monkeypox is a virus. It's closely related to the smallpox virus, but it is less severe.
Illinois is now the 6th state to reach 1,000 cases of monkeypox. Although there's one case in Rock Island County, there's still concern.
Making close physical contact with a person like that, whether it's a hug or something a little bit more intimate like sexual contact, can really increase that chance of transmission.
We are getting a lot of calls.
The project at the Quad Cities is helping to keep the community safe.
So what time works best for you?
Beginning Tuesday, the organization is teaming up with the Scott County Health Department to distribute monkeypox vaccinations. More than 30 doses will be available.
If we can get ahead of this, we can really quell it from becoming something larger that will then impact our community on a larger scale.
So let me put you on that 8:30 if then.
In hopes of slowing down the spread of the disease.
I'm glad the health department is coming over here and doing it because a lot of our clients are benefiting from that and they feel safe here.
The project also encourages the public to educate themselves about monkeypox, to ask questions to prevent the social stigma associated with the AIDS epidemic in the 1980s.
Monkeypox is not a gay disease. Neither of these viruses can tell the difference between a gay or straight person and will infect regardless of sexuality.
In Moline, Cesar Sanchez, WQAD News 8.
The project of the Quad Cities will host its monkeypox vaccine clinic tomorrow night from 5 to 7. Now, with concerns over the monkeypox virus spreading, here are the signs and symptoms you should look out for. Experts warn most people who contract the virus experience flu-like symptoms, including a fever, headache, muscle aches, backache, sore throat, and a cough and swollen lymph nodes. Chills and exhaustion. Most people will then develop a rash that can look like pimples or blisters. You can catch monkeypox through direct contact with the rash, scabs, or bodily fluids, intimate contact with an infected person, or touching items that an infected person previously touched.
For the first time, a baby is being treated at a hospital for monkeypox. Right now, there are more than 17,000 confirmed monkeypox cases nationwide. Only a small fraction of those cases are children. Health officials say the child lives in Seattle and was exposed to the virus by an infected family member. The hospital treating the child confirmed they immediately treated the infant with TPOXX, which is an FDA-approved antiviral medication authorized for use in children.
The rash has shown some improvement with treatment, so that's a great sign. And patient seems to maybe be feeling a little bit better.
At least 18 children across 10 states have now contracted the virus. The Biden administration is expected to stop sending free at-home COVID tests this week due to a lack of funding. You will still be able to get free tests mailed to you until Friday unless there's a surprise round of funding from Congress. This comes as fewer people are testing for COVID. Weather-wise, rocky start to our work week.
Yeah, a little rainy. James O'Hara joining us now with the first look at our forecast. Hey, James.
Yeah, very active weather that we had earlier on, but things are a lot quieter for most of us as we're just noticing some spotty shower activity as of this hour. Though some more active weather popping up to our south, no surprise about that. There's the front. That was the same front that passed earlier in the day and produced some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms. A few of those did become severe. You can see that most of the active weather is now down to our south. Severe thunderstorm warning out for just a few more minutes for areas around the Macomb area. Potential of some drenching rains and even maybe a good rush of wind, maybe even some small hail to go with it as well. 82 degrees at the airport in Moline after a high of 85. You've been outside. It does feel quite humid. Feels like 86 degrees. Fortunately, some of those broken clouds that we're dealing with will eventually give way to some clearing, and with some of that drier pulling on in, temperatures will cool quite nicely as we're anticipating those daytime highs in the lower 60s. What will that give way to? Some very nice, refreshing weather for quite a long time. Tell you how long that stretch is going to last. Coming up in just a few minutes.
In Your Voice, Your Vote coverage tonight, Illinois voters have the chance to sign up to send their ballots for November and spring elections by mail permanently. Election officials are sending applications for permanent position to vote by mail to registered voters. No one is obligated to sign up, but for as long as they stay at the same address, those who do will receive ballots they can complete at home for all future elections. Now, nearly 40% of registered voters mailed in their ballots in the November 2020 election. Esther Joy King scoring a big endorsement today from the Illinois Farm Bureau. The Republican is running against Democrat Eric Sorensen for the U.S. House seat representing much of the northwestern portion of the state. The Farm Bureau making the announcement at the Don Temple Farm in Whiteside County today. King says it's her goal to be a champion for agriculture and for farmers.
For me, as the representative, to do the job right, it's critical and vital that I be in conversation with farmers and find out what it is that you need me to fight for in the federal, in Congress at the federal level.
During the event, King took time to talk to farmers and look around the farm. Sorensen, meanwhile, says he is focusing on creating jobs and investing in schools and health care.
A marijuana dispensary could be coming to the city of Moline, but there's a hitch. If approved, the dispensary would be located off of Avenue of the Cities and 27th Street. News 8's Nina Burns joins us live from the dispensary's possible location with more. Hi, Nina.
Hi, Linda. This building used to be a grocery store, but may very soon become home to Moline's very first marijuana dispensary. But one discrepancy in the city's districting of marijuana dispensaries almost brought that idea to a halt. Moline has 4 different overlay districts for marijuana dispensaries, and just one dispensary is allowed in each district. Those districts include Avenue of the Cities, the John Deere corridor, as well as an uptown area and one by the airport. But the city noticed they forgot to include an area within that districting. That just so happens to be exactly where this dispensary plans on opening.
When you create an overlay district, the intent is that you want to set out an area where you're allowing these uses. And when we looked at it, we had areas that a large part of the overlay districts had a certain zoning district underneath it, and that was not permitted in our use chart. And so that is what the crux of the issue is just correcting that oversight.
The city is working on including this area to put into that districting, and after that, the dispensary will need to get a special use permit. Now, every single dispensary that comes to Moline will need one of those permits. Back to you.
Nina, thank you. Moline's Director of Community and Economic Development says if the new dispensary opens, the city will be adding a 3% tax on top of the state tax on marijuana products. Well, still ahead to infinity and beyond, but just not yet.
The reason NASA had to push back its Artemis mission after the break.
And we still have a few spotty showers on the radar, even a nice little thunderstorm going down to our south. We'll show you what's going on the radar, what that means in the days ahead. Right after the break.